Wolfpack here, and welcome to IL-2 Great Battles. Today we'll be taking a look at the brand new collector's aircraft that was released, the U-2VS, also known as the Po-2. Now this plane was originally started production in 1929 and ended, for the most part, in 1953. It was used in a wide variety of roles and on a wide variety of fronts. It served in World War II and later in the Korean War against the United States. And it actually caused a decent amount of trouble in both theaters against the Germans and the Americans. Now, it had a wide variety of roles, such as medical transport, artillery spotter, reconnaissance aircraft, and it was also a bomber. As you can see, we have 4 bombs strapped to our aircraft. We have 2 FAB-50s and 100s. So this is what we're going to be mostly doing. We're going to be doing some ground attacking with the U-2. And while we're talking about ground attack, one of the most famous regiments to come out was the 588th Night Bomber Regiment. It was an all-female squadron that flew dozens of sorties each night, harassing German positions, keeping the troops awake. And it was a big morale hit to a lot of German soldiers, being constantly awakened by these sewing machines, as they called them, due to their high-pitched whiny noise. And you can kind of hear it now. Their engine, the engine on the Po-2 isn't much. It does sound kind of like a lawnmower. But yeah, this regiment, the 588th, became known as the Night Witches. So they would constantly harass German positions. They would throttle down and do gliding bombing attacks on German positions. And they would go home, rearm, and do it again and again. They were pretty brutal, for being honest. But mostly it was a trainer aircraft, which is, as you can see, we have our co-pilot here. Most Russian pilots used this plane at some point before they got, I guess, promoted to more sophisticated airplanes such as the Yak and IL-2 and such. But pretty much every Soviet pilot was in one of these at one point in time in their career. And with good understanding, it is a very stable aircraft and it's very easy to fly, which we will see. I'm not sure how easy it is with an extra 300 pounds strapped to us, but we'll see. Some of the modifications: we have a machine gun. I'll just go to the external view to show you. We have a machine gun strapped to our white wing. This is one of the modifications. We also have our rear mounted gun to provide some self-defense against incoming BF-109s and FW-190s. We are very slow. Our max speed is very close to those German fighters' stall speed, which might be an advantage. I'm not sure how it'll work out in multiplayer or single player. We'll see. I think it might cause the German pilots some issues, honestly, or slow speed and agility. This plane is very agile. Alright, so we'll go do a quick run through of the gauges and take off and find some targets to bomb. We have a altimeter here on the top right corner. In the middle, we have a compass, and then we have a bank indicator. You can also get a radio and a artificial horizon and navigation lights, I believe, and a landing light as extra modifications, but I didn't take any of those. We also have down here, we have our airspeed indicator, and then we have a pitch indicator, sorry. I believe this little guy is RPM, and then we have, oh boy, oil temperatures and such down there. I'm not too sure what this yellow gauge is. I'm sure someone will be able to tell me in the comment section below. That'll be very helpful. I couldn't really find any guides for gauges for this plane, and I don't read Russian, so it can be a little difficult. Alright, so we can go ahead and begin to throttle up and take this puppy off. Oh, also the 2 knobs down here. The yellow one is our throttle, and the brown one there, that is our fuel mix. Also, just look at our seat. That does not look very comfortable. Lots of respect to the people who flew in these things multiple times a night. Alright, so let's go ahead and throttle up and take off. And taking off is really a breeze in this plane. It might take a little longer to take off. I haven't actually taken off with bombs strapped to me yet, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't crash, but it should be fairly easy. The plane does like to lean a little bit to the left, but you can easily counter that with some right rudder. And as you can see, our tail is already lifted, and we can rotate. Easy peasy. Now the plane is definitely a lot more sluggish with the bombs. As you can see, we're only going about 100 kilometers an hour. Not very quick. And let's see. It looks like there's a train. We can go ahead and try to bomb the train. Why not? That might be a really bad idea. This plane and anti-aircraft, like guns, I don't think are going to go very well. Because of its slow speed. It is a fairly easy target against these sophisticated ground defenses, but we'll see how this goes. The train was just the first thing I saw, so that's what we're going for. We're ballsy. So let's see. I'm kind of nervous about this. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle it down so we don't blow out our little lawnmower engine here. Now, these pilots flew very close to the treetops. They would fly very low and very slow, making them a very difficult target for enemy fighters. One instance of this was actually in the Korean War, when a F-94 starfighter was trying to intercept a Korean Po-2. The Po-2 ended up surviving the encounter, and the starfighter stalled due to the low speed of the Po-2. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but the U-2VS, which we're flying in now, was renamed to the Po-2 later, just to avoid any confusion there. It was renamed after Polikarov's death in 1944, the creator of the plane. But we're coming in. I don't see any, oh my god, what just happened? That train... Okay, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Alright, well, it's magical. It's a magical train. I guess it's the Hogwarts Express or something, but regardless, it's going to die the same. I put my bombs on a 5-second timer because I was having issues. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle down. Let's get this bugger. Because I was having issues with my bombs detonating, so we need to drop a little bit before. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping. Throttle up and watch our handiwork. Oh, they're running out. No bombs detonated. Okay, that... Well, yeah, I've been having issues with my bombs detonating. I'm not sure what the issue with that is. It looks like I caused some trouble. Maybe my, try to hit the coal car there. I doubt this little machine gun is going to do much. Maybe if we hit the oil tankers in the back, that might do some damage. Okay, so here goes train attack attempt 2. There's the train. You can kind of see the smoke from the treetop. So let's go ahead and begin our engagement. I have 6 50-pound or 50-kilogram bombs strapped to me, so hopefully this works all right. Let's go ahead and throttle up. And get into position here. Let's gain some altitude so we can dive down on it. And hopefully my bombs detonate this time. That would be much preferred. Alright, let's go ahead and drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully we get some explosions this time. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, that was brutal. That's what I call a train explosion. And we pretty much wiped out that train. That was that was pretty brutal. Yeah, so I changed my bomb loadout and it seemed that fixed the issue. I'm not having problems with the bombs exploding anymore. And that was glorious. So I'm happy to leave you all with a nice little a nice bombing run. Awesome. So far, my first impressions of the U-2 are really good. This plane was made by a third-party developer, and I have to say I'm very impressed, and I'm very excited for the future. I hope this company keeps making airplanes for IL-2, great battles, and I hope we see, you know, a wide variety of more quirky aircraft, like the Ju-52, which we already have, and then, of course, the Po-2, which we have here, because they are a lot of fun to fly, honestly, and they do add a little special something to the game. So, anyway, thank you all for watching as always. This is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.